Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I had this incredible idea. What if I talk about Phantasy Star, but not actually play Phantasy Star at the exact same time? Like, what a novel concept, right? Like, to think it all happened when I took 1 week break from Phantasy Star. It was just gonna be a simple little break. Taking a break from the game. Thinking it was gonna be somewhat mentally difficult because, oh no, I went a whole week and now I may not catch up, but that's really usually never the case and stuff like that. Like, whatsoever. Like, genuinely, it's just kinda like, you'll be good. You don't have to worry about it. I forgot that I'll just run into any sort of random person, actually. But I'll try to focus on the rant. Despite what you're seeing, by the way. Because the truth is that, Phantasy Star has... Let's just talk about some of the Phantasy Star positives they have. The urgent quests are usually almost always a positive. Almost always. It's something that, you know, almost never fails. Well, aside from repeatedly doing the, whatchamacallit, the urgent, well, the limited time quests and getting bored out of your mind for it. And I would say the most recent implementation of the urgent quest was a little annoying. I mean, come on. Really? You gotta play 2 games. Are they out of their mind? You gotta play... It's like, sure, maybe people will probably do it, but I think it's just a simple fact that, you know, people are going to just, you know, be a little irritated about it. I mean, I am. I mean, was the urgent quest even, like, good? Was it? You just go after some dragon is what it is. Yeah, that's all it is. I mean, a dragon that we all fought. I mean, interesting boss, I would say. I mean, I never had a problem with the boss. But it's still really annoying. Let's see, what else? I mean, some YouTuber found out there was a bug in hitting the, Nux Alio's leg. You get to down the thing indefinitely and stuff like that. Which is all nice and dandy. I'm glad the community found a way to take care of something like that, even though it's gonna last about a week and stuff like that. But, you know, it doesn't change the fact that, and I guess this is a way for people to, like, grind, whatchamacallit, season points quickly, but I think the whole urgent... I'm not taking this serious, I swear. Okay. What else? But there is one thing we should take from, the urgent quests. Well, not from the urgent quest, but the limited time quest. I think the loot pool from the, each limited time quest should be moved over to the, to urgent quest. Because we gotta get the urgent quests back up to par. We gotta get them to be, better than what they are. A lot better. Because it really does come down to rewards not being as valuable. Because let's see. For those who actually see my videos, it's kind of difficult to even get a whole group together to play urgent quests. You might get some backhand responses such as, but that's easy, you can totally do it, or something like that, should be hard for you whatsoever. I mean, what else? Maybe you can get the group together to come together and do like the Retim all note. Yeah, the Retim Retim urgent quest with the Retim defense. Yeah, you can get them all together for that. Might take about maybe 30 minutes if people are on their best behavior, and if we could just find a group. I mean, there was a time where I can get all my alliance members together and do that, but it was kind of like a half and half thing, really. I mean, not everyone's into the game, and oh, and don't be complacent, by the way. I mean, I still do my job as an alliance leader and check on the game and still see if anyone's gone over those limits. And it might surprise some of you that I'm still trying to collect alliance members, which might sound a little weird considering that I might still leave the game depending on how the update affects the my stuff, my Veshmail, which I had issues with from the very beginning, but only cared about it because of certain booster tickets, which I might still make a second video about that. But let's be real here, someone was a little annoyed about the Flugel Guard weapon never ever showing up. And I get that it's supposed to be a rare weapon. Not everyone's supposed to have it. And that's just it. Like, I get that. I can accept never having a Flugel Guard in my inventory. And let's see what else. So that leaves the seasonal weapon, the Veshmails, and the melee weapons. All of them generally nice. I know this seasonal weapon is just kind of like meh, and everyone's just been kind of bashing on it for the longest time because I get it. It has like a whatchamacallit. It has like a high critical rate. You know darn well people are gonna be able to find that level 5. But it does make me wonder about the exciting idea of how much stronger those weapons will be. Because I'll go back. I'll go back to those old-ass weapons. Definitely. If it meant, to hit harder and stuff. Didn't think it'd actually kill me. Let's see, what else? There is more. I guess nowadays I do just do whatchamacallit. What else do I do nowadays? I mean, the game might just be getting dull for some people. Let's be real here. I mean, as someone who's gotten the best in slot, which I know is something that I can't quite say because, of course, I don't have the Lux Hal finale, but you gotta understand something here, man. That getting that Lux Hal finale took 2 months, by the way. So I spent a lot of time doing that. And obviously when boosters came around, when I had to use star gems to get my those S level augments, so I was like, sure. That was a good investment. That's what I cared about. Grab out of that. I just got tired of the gameplay loop, truth be told. I mean, the best thing I can do when coming back to that game is, I don't know, like, I might even barely touch my dailies. I mean, it might just be a login bonus, just to get my money. That's about it, really. Like, just give me my login bonus. Maybe I might do a few noteworthy dailies. A few, actually, just enough dailies to where I can get that little extra money. Yeah, that sort of thing. Cause, you don't have to do all the dailies. Just enough to get that little cash bonus. And then you can consider yourself done. Because I don't think they force you to do, I mean, sure, the game doesn't force you to do everything, but to get to, like, a decent amount of rewards. Yeah, to get a decent amount of rewards, you still have to do, like, maybe 4 urgent quests. Well, 4, dailies. One being, well, not farming, but, collecting materials, some fight in a, combat zone, feeding a mag, and feeding yourself. Those are usually the 4 that I do. Then I run around and click the usual stuff that, grants me more money, like the alpha reactors, snow, stellar fragments, that sort of stuff. Oh, and the visible boxes, I guess, but they already have alpha reactors anyway and other key stuff. Like, that's what I do. And I guess there is the joy of finding new alliance members. I mean, a shame I won't really be hanging out with them too much, because what would happen anyway? The most excitement I could probably have is finding low-level players. Because if it's a player that's even average that already has their freemium gear, it's like, what's left? You know? What is actually left? You think anyone's gonna spend time changing their stuff? I mean, I still think that free stuff was a bit of a bad play on Sega's part. Now I almost thought about making the review entirely on that. Really. Because we're talking about a weapon that's going to potentially become stronger after the July 30th. It's going to get the update, the fixed attack is going to hit a little bit harder, maybe even by 2% standards for all we know, and you're going to have a weapon that's going to be extremely hard to replace. Very, very, very hard to replace. And I think they were giving some Ajax armors too, of like 5. Now, I can see those Ajax armors almost never being replaced. Oh yeah, they'll never be replaced. Everyone will love that weapon. Everyone will adore it with those armors, yeah. But let's think about really quickly about what kind of urgent quests even show up in the first place. So they plan on getting rid of a couple of fat and stuff like that. Because what does Alio have to offer? Just the best ever urgent quest in the game, which is Darkfall's Interception. And I'm gonna stick to that, by the way. It's the best urgent quest because it's the fastest and it has the best payout out of all the urgent quests. The absolute best. Hell, that's why I sometimes find some of my new Alliance members, like new players, that kind of have a grasp of how the game goes and stuff like that. Perfect place. I mean, sure, you can do your higher ranks one, but, you know, I've never actually gotten a Tisha weapon before. I mean, they're cheaper now. But, you know, why would I want to spend my time getting that? And I feel real sorry for everyone who spent all that time getting a Tisha weapon and it just not being around and stuff like that. Like, how do you get a good fix on that and then realize, oh boy, something's wrong here. Like, it's pretty upsetting, if you ask me. Very upsetting. And then let's what would be the best? What would be the second best? The second best urgent quest, for me at least, I don't know about anyone else, but for me would be any urgent quest that involves a defense mission. And the reason I say that is because you can just go into the mission by yourself, go to the side somewhere, and just put your controller down and just wait about maybe 5 minutes. And you get like what, maybe 2,000 Meseta? Which I know anyone can get 2,000 Meseta just by doing 2 trials. 2 readily easy trials that you can go to Alia or something like that. Like, that's easy. Anyone can do that. Maybe I should consider doing that too, but that takes too long. Sitting around and waiting for trials to show up while inevitably watching out for the giant boss that will end up showing up and killing me and stuff like that. Because that's probably how the gameplay will go. It'll be a slow trickle, but at least it'd be making money. It'd be almost as good as AFK farming. I could just press one button and just blow away pretty much all the competition around. And like low levels. I might have to keep that in mind next time.
Here comes a new challenger.
Yeah, I'll get some duct tape and just but nah, I'll have to go around and find these urgent quests still, so it wouldn't work. Like, actively look for them. So that's too bad. Did I cover everything? I think there's so much more.
Let us begin.
I already talked about urgent, and those are the 2 best urgent quests. Every other urgent quest is just, like, not worth your time. Honestly. Like, just giving you a simple 1,000 something credit.
Pay attention. This is my chance. Not good enough.
I guess he's enjoying the gameplay loop.
I can become stronger. Round 2. Fight. This is my chance. Not good enough. This is my chance. Pay attention. This is my chance.
I'm okay with that.
Ryu wins.
Okay, what else?
Round 1.
There was... Oh, let's talk about the worst urgent quest. The worst urgent quest would be the, Dark Falls Aegis fight. Easily the worst in the entire game. Because I absolutely don't like the idea of spending 20 plus minutes on a fight. Well, to be fair, I don't like spending more than 15 minutes, more than like 10 minutes on a fight. I ain't getting a perfect from me. And funny enough, the Dark Falls Aegis fight used to be the best urgent quest in the entire game, really. That's the sad part. How can something be the worst now, but be the best back in the day? And I'll explain to you very briefly about why the Dark Falls Aegis fight was the best back in the day. The reason it was so good because the drop rate was fair. The mechanics behind if you did manage to get those rare weapons was fair. The substitute weapons were fair. Everything just fell together in place. The system worked well with the payoff of the game. Sure, you can get upset that, you know, you didn't get it, but I think we also had triggers too, so we could have also and I really don't like that actually before I talk the negatives, I just want to focus on the positives, really. And I think that was about it, really. I mean, sure, the urgent quest probably took a long time, but the rewards were just so worth it back then. Loved every minute of it. Ugh. But that's just my understanding. I actually had time to block that too. Okay, so but y'all get that. Dark Falls Aegis. It was the greatest of its time. Period. I just wish that sort of thing would come back. But I guess it's not gonna ever come back again. Or, it's still here, but it's just a former shelf itself. Really? What an awful arc that was. I don't even know why I bothered doing that anyway. But what do we have now? Now we have a boss fight that's only dependent on us needing the Age of Souls 4s. And now we have a growing concern of it being replaced by even shittier boss fight, by the way. And yeah, that's hard to say, by the way, because you have to do the math and realize, oh my gosh, this game is gonna absolutely do that. We're gonna have a harder boss fight with shittier rewards, and it's gonna inevitably replace Dark Falls. I mean, the developers are thinking about this, right? Right? Do they have any idea how weird it's gonna be? I want to have like a fun game experience, you know. Alright, that was close. I almost won that one. And I don't want just that mission to be only just for the Age of Souls, man. I just don't. It just gets boring as hell. Very, very boring. I don't have time for that anymore. I will say I still kind of like, what's it called? Remnant of Ambition. Still a fun boss fight. Because, you know, there's only one form. Definitely fun. Like, we need more fun boss fights like that. I know we had things like the Doors. I mean, like, oh well. But I guess it is what it is. Sega's just gonna have to, go back to the drawing board and up the ante on urgent quests. Better rewards, better armors, more money. I don't think it's too much to ask for having more money. Range between, like, whatchamacallit. Yeah, range between 10k and, 10k and 20k is just inexcusable. And the fact that some Dark Falls fights even have the 10k only, ridiculous. Hell, some of the high-ranking urgent quests should even be a lot of money. I mean, I don't see why the thing can't just be worth, oh, I don't know, 100k. You beat the hardest boss fight in the game. Just make it 100k. You know? Then it'd be worth running with a damn team over and over again. Cause not everyone can do it. And stuff. At least it keep it cycling. I mean, sure, you'd be a bit more, whatchamacallit. But hey, so what if people be all like, man, if you don't know how to do this, you get like 2 tries. And after that, you're done. Oh no, he's bringing the heat. That's what needs to be fixed. Oh, because it was counter damage? I don't think that would kill, but we'll find out. That's too close. Yeah, just hurry up already. What would an EX from that range even cause anyway? What's the misinput? Well, I have 2 more fights left, and I'm just trying to figure out what else I can possibly say about the urgent quest. I've already mentioned how the Dark Falls Age used to be the best urgent quest and the worst urgent quest. I've already mentioned how the defense missions are the second best urgent quest because you essentially just do nothing and get 2k, and then get whatever rewards associated with doing enough urgent quests and stuff like that. Woohoo! Which don't show up too often to begin with, by the way, at all. Let's see. Stia is completely shit, by the way. Oh, yeah. Stia is completely shit because, there is no urgent quest in ever that you would want to touch in the first place. Unless, of course, you were extremely bored and was hanging out with a bunch of friends that, you know, you didn't have the balls to tell them that, don't do this urgent quest. But I want to do the urgent quest. No, you ain't doing this urgent quest. You're either doing Dark Falls or you're doing nothing. Plain and simple. That's all there is to it. It's Dark Falls or nothing. Like, it's a waste of time. Hell no, I think about it. Like, absolutely insane. That's a combo. But it's coming to an end, though. Like, what do y'all think? I know I haven't really asked about people's opinion and stuff like that, and maybe no one will ever see this video, but if they do, what's your opinion on the urgent quest, honestly? Like, aren't you tired of the same old urgent quests? Because, honestly, I've just kind of stopped doing them, really. Like, I might low-key just do, like, maybe the Dark Falls one, maybe. the deception one, by the way, not anything else. Oh, I know I haven't said anything about whatchamacallit, about the new Darkfall Soul, but, you know, it has the issue of, not paying enough money, and then having the Flugeln Guard, which not everyone can get their hands on. And I have to yell about it because it's actually really irritating. I really am tired, because, like, yeah, the allure of a rare weapon isn't annoying, unless, of course, it just keeps showing up, by the way. Like, it's always there. It's just a chance of it dropping. I mean, I get it. I mean, imagine if the freaking T-shirt weapons had good drop rate, but you had to go to a certain place. If they had the same drop rate as the, whatchamacallit, the Neo's weapons, I think we'd all be happier, honestly. I mean, we understand that weapons get power crept, and it's normal. You gotta keep upgrading, you gotta keep upgrading, you gotta keep upgrading. I mean, we all get that. I'm not upset the fact that I have to keep upgrading. I'm more upset because stuff I just can't get my hands on. And probably not worth the time. And I think that's like the biggest issue. I barely do that mission, by the way. Wow. Like, can we just get some changes, please? Otherwise, I'm not sure how long this game is gonna last, really. Now, everyone's gonna probably believe that the armor is gonna have, like, the same situation as, the Eclair armor. Which I can completely understand, by the way. I did. I was just to let him have it. Now I'm just delaying the inevitable. But I think that ends the rant, honestly. I think a 30-minute rant is pretty decent. Probably could have done a bit better while looking at the game, but I don't think so, really. We're talking about boring myself just for the same thing. Because I'm not even sure how... I know I got away from the game before. I'm trying to figure out how I got back into the game the last time around. I remember talking to my friends back in the day about how the game felt like it was like how it felt like it was just being underwater. That's what it felt like. Like, literally it felt like underwater. Oh no, that might actually kill him. No? Okay. And I'll explain what I'm doing later, but probably in a different video about why this is happening. Silver? Isn't that higher than Rookie? Isn't it? Pretty sure it is. That's interesting. Is it? What is it called again? Arcade scores. I haven't given kudos to anybody. I never thought about giving kudos to anybody. Yeah, I guess it depends, really. Anyway, thanks for stopping by on the rant. Have a nice day, and hopefully things get better for Phantasy Star. Eventually. You know, because recap, just better rewards, better better drop rates and stuff like that. They can still keep their rare stuff to be extremely rare if they want to. And I don't know, maybe give even more love to the whatchamacallit. Well, is there more? No, that's it. I'll save the rest for another video.